The air in the abandoned hospital is thick, stale, and laced with the faint odor of antiseptic and something darker, something rotten. You make your way down a narrow corridor, dimly lit by flickering lights overhead. The fluorescent tubes buzz erratically, casting fractured shadows across the peeling walls. Patient records are strewn across the floor, some crumpled and brittle with age, their faded ink hinting at forgotten names and diagnoses. A chill creeps down your spine as you hear a faint scuffling sound behind you, like something dragging across the floor. You whip around, but the hallway is empty, stretching into darkness. The silence here is complete, unnervingly so. Every step you take feels like a transgression, as though you're disturbing something that was meant to be left alone. One door, labeled Isolation Ward, hangs slightly ajar, creaking softly as it sways. A cold draft wafts out, raising goosebumps on your arms. You hesitate, then push the door open widen, revealing rows of empty beds with thin, yellowing sheets draped over them. The beds are eerily pristine, as if someone had made them up just yesterday, but they hold a layer of dust and disturbed by time. As you turn back into the corridor, the lights dim again, and an ominous hum fills the air. The intercom crackles to life, but unmistakable, it's your name. A soft, distorted voice, like a whisper from the far end of a tunnel. Your heart pounds as you try to tell yourself it's just the static playing tricks, but it echoes down the hall, clear and deliberate. Come to us, the voice says, stretching the last word until it's almost a hiss. You freeze, paralyzed, straining your ears, and then realize you can hear footsteps, slow and deliberate, coming from somewhere within the depths of the building. With a mixture of terror and instinct, you start walking, hoping to find an exit or at least a stairwell. But the hallways all start to look the same, as though the hospital is shifting around you, drawing you deeper into its labyrinthine corridors. The walls feel like they're closing in, and every door you pass seems to open just a crack, as if something unseen is peeking out, watching your every move. Finally, you reach an old elevator at the end of the hall. Its doors stand open, waiting, and the air inside is cold and still, biting at your skin. You know it's reckless, but something compels you to step inside. As soon as you do, the door slams shut, and the elevator begins a slow descent, groaning with each passing floor. There are no buttons to press, no floor indicators. Just the sensation of going down, deeper and deeper, until you're sure you've gone beyond the hospital's foundations. The elevator stops abruptly, and the doors open with a hiss. The hallway in front of you is darker, the walls marked with gouges, and the air is thick with decay. You step out into the corridor, and the sound of whispers floods your ears, low and echoing, a chorus of voices overlapping in a language you don't understand. You can feel eyes on you, shadows shifting, watching. Down the hall, you see a single stretcher and then a dim, flickering light. As you approach, you realize it's covered in fresh, blood-stained sheets, and an old, cracked clipboard hangs from the side. The name on the clipboard is yours. Suddenly, footsteps echo from the darkness behind you, growing louder and faster, racing toward you. The shadows are moving, shifting into shapes with long, skeletal arms that reach out from the walls. The air is frigid, stealing your breath as you try to run, but your legs feel heavy, weighed down by the suffocating red. A scream builds in your throat as you turn back toward the elevator, only to see that it's disappeared, replaced by an endless hallway lined with doors that pulse and shudder as though something is trying to break free from behind each one. The whispers are louder now, filling your mind, drowning out every thought. One door stands open at the end of the hall, and the voice from the intercom beckons once more, clear and resolute. Come to us. You stumble forward, knowing there's no turning back, only the endless dark ahead, pulling you deeper into the bowels of the hospital, toward whatever has been waiting for you all along.